Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4. And today, as usual, we're going to be going through some social links, trying to finish up Yosuke's social link, preferably today. And be going to the hospital as often as I can, because I think I'll have 2 or 3 days here to go. Obviously, today is one of them, but I don't really remember what's going on Sayako's route, except that she's obviously overworking. I think that's about the gist of it. But that's not going to happen today. Now, I'm not sure when the deadline is for whenever you cannot raise your group social links any longer. That's why I'm kind of in a rush to get Yosuke's social link over and done with early. Or earlier. It's actually very late in the game to finally get his done now, but early for me. Oh great. I don't know what this is. None of this is looking familiar at all. Or are you actually going to ask me a question? I guess that was foolish of me to just assume you were. Well, thankfully I did not fail the last exams because I actually paid a bit of attention. Then unfortunately this time, not so much, because I've pretty much got my paper armband and I don't really care any longer. Oh great, so it is going to be me. Let's see here. What does it mean when you're in the 11th hour? The 11th hour, if I've gotten my sayings correctly, I think it means it's your last chance. I don't think it means it's 11 o'clock. It could be a dilemma, but I'm pretty sure it means it's the last chance. Or, well, yeah, I think that's it. The last chance. Okay, I didn't think it was 11 o'clock because that's like one of those trick questions they try and get you to answer if you don't know. And the dilemma, usually you're in a dilemma if you're in the 11th hour, but I don't think that's again, I think they're trying to trick you there. Why am I explaining multiple choice logic? Again, I just go on random topics. I can't help it, it's what my brain goes into. There's nobody available on the second floor. Well, I guess it's technically the... Wait, first floor, second floor? This is the ground floor, this is the first floor, isn't it? Or are they, like, different in Japan, where the second floor is actually the first floor, and the second floor is actually the third floor? I don't know. I guess they just call it ground floor, first floor, second floor. That always confused me in some buildings. I'm an easily confused man, don't give me that look. I'm sure I'm not the only one. But yes, today I'm going to be trying to go to Airy Social Link because I have not went to Temperance in so long and there's nothing really else to do. I don't appear to have a Temperance Social Link, or a Persona, so I shall get that and be back in just a moment. Alright, now I got Asperus, I'm sorry, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a very cheap, like level 7 Temperance Arcana Persona, but it doesn't really matter for my needs right now. Because I'm going just to try and... Well, I've waited too long, I think, excuse me, on this social link. I think I've waited too long on this social link because it's awfully late in the game. I mean, I hope that's not the case, but I think it is. Because... well, I might be able to do this. If I can get into December and still talk to Ari, I might be able to pull this off. I'm gonna try. But at least Yuta, it looks like he's fitting in a little bit more. He actually knows what's up in Phoenix Featherman R, or whatever the cartoon or children's show is. You show him, Yuta. If that's anything like the Power Rangers, he got good taste. Yes, I like the Power Rangers growing up. So what? I feel old now. I feel very old. Okay, let's see here. Maybe. I might have. No need to lie to the boy. I mean, I'm trying to do him a solid. Well, gee, maybe next time I won't, so then you'll continue to look rather foolish with your children, friends. You know, I'm just going to accept that as a thank you because I don't think Yuta's this kind of kid to actually say thank you, so I'm just going to take it as that, try and be the more mature person. Because he just seems like, oh great. Well, I would just be a good boy. No. And I would think anything would really be right, but it really means more if you just think of it yourself. So think of it yourself. stupid fly is flying around right, of course, when I start recording, never a moment before, so if you... I'm sorry for that. Anyway, there you go, 4-leaf clover. She'll enjoy that. At least she should act like she should if she's a decent parent. Then again, she's adopted. Not an adopted parent. You know what I mean there. She adopted Utah, essentially. Well, not really, but... married into being a mother. Kind of the same. Maybe. If you really think about it. Or maybe I'm just rambling now. I'm sorry, I'll stop. I don't think I'd want my kid to be trying to walk home in this kind of fog. But I guess she doesn't really care. Oh geez, why is it always me people talk to in this? I am going to be trying to be brutally honest because it's the best thing you possibly can say. I think you're both afraid of what the other one's going to do or say.
Maybe so.
As funny as that is, the parent's just as afraid as the child. Just goes to show, no matter how old you get, you could be a child at heart. Okay, now that the fly is hopefully dead. Sorry, I just probably went quiet there because I ended up cussing trying to kill the thing. Anyway, I don't think that's true. You can't help it, just does not. No, I don't think that's true. He's trying to. I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but yes, I think he actually doesn't mind her as much now because he's actually making an effort. They're actually making an effort. Yay! I feel like we've accomplished something today. Even if it is just lore, flavor, text, you still feel warm and fuzzy inside about it. Though I have to say, that is a hell of a job her husband has if he's overseas for that long at a time. I mean, that is a lot of time being spent over there, wherever he is. China, did they say? I don't remember.
Then,
well, I guess he must make
again.
big money. So, I don't remember. I probably should remember because it's one of my favorite social links. But I never actually pay attention. Anyway, I'm doing his job for him with none of the perks, if you get my drift. I'm getting all the emotional crutch stuff, but none of the other fun stuff. Yep. Anyway, we're gonna go back to work as a janitor. Might as well. I know I'm never going to get the understanding, the teacher social link done this time. I know that much. I regret that. But you have to have a 6 on understanding to even start the thing. And I'm trying to raise my understanding. It's just really hard when you had to try and balance everything in the beginning, and I didn't do a very good job of it. I went very hard into knowledge. Okay. Okay, well, that's great, but, I mean, I guess it's not really any of my business. Either one of these is neither one of my business, but is there an emergency? Oh, I guess I should have saw that coming. She's been overworking, she's been tired. I guess that's kind of the next logical step, isn't it? I think this is one of those typical doctor things that they think they can never actually get sick, except this time it's a nurse. I forget what that syndrome, I don't know if it's a syndrome or just like one of those things that just happens. I don't think it's a syndrome, but complexes, I guess, would be the right terminology for it. Yeah, you only passed out. There's no need for her to put you in a bed. I agree. You know, as much as you don't really want to hear it, it is kind of important to rest. Maybe that's my excuse for being lazy, but you kind of need rest. The human body does. I worded that very badly, I just realized. There must be something deeper than why she feels like she has to. I mean, the only thing I can think of would be, if you remember the story from before about how one of her patients actually wanted to get to know her a little better and ended up dying or something along those lines. I'm not really sure what to say here. I don't think it really matters what you say because none of them have any impact. So I'm just going to go with the old physician heal thyself. because it's funnier sounding.
Huh?
Shut up. I think she knows I'm right. That's the best part. I mean, it's just basic logistics. You need to be healthy in order to help other people become healthy. Otherwise, you're really only going to hurt everybody involved. Even if you're not sick. I mean, if you're tired, you're not going to be able to help them get up. You're not going to be able to help them do whatever nurses do. I don't know. I have a ton of respect for them, but I have no idea what they do. But I'm pretty sure, would he want that? Is the most sensitive way of wording this. So I'm going to try that. Somehow I don't think she believes in her own words. Which is sometimes the most dangerous thing of all in life, not trusting yourself. But sometimes it's actually good to question yourself. Without questioning yourself, you'll never actually grow as a human being. And again, somehow, life lesson thrown in there for you. I really don't mean to sound preachy. I know it probably sounds like I do. I really don't. I just go off on tangents. And believe me, I'm not the right person to preach with my life, let me tell you folks. Just trying to look out for you guys, make sure you don't make the same mistakes I do. And deliver it in a nice, funny, sarcastic package.
Thank you.
With Persona. You can't go wrong with Persona. Not according to me. They're fun games. They're just so long to Let's Play. This is my second Let's Play ever, believe it or not. This game has taken so much of my time. It's been 91 weeks, almost 2 years. I've been Let's Playing that. Granted, it would go over a lot faster if I actually recorded more than one a week. But this is the most time consuming of the things to make besides FTL. So, there's that. And yes, I am planning on uploading more FTL in the future. I plan to chronicle my growing as a player. But anyway, back to Persona 4. This fog is turning green, or has it always been green? And now that I've seen that pipe in the back on the top right, I can't unsee it. It's like one of those things you can't unsee what you saw, and now it just ruins the whole scene for me. More talk about people playing hooky, which wasn't as fun as I was led to believe when I tried it. Something about makeup work, and I always picked the worst day to do it. Usually whenever they gave an exam or a book report. Alright. And more reports of people just having fog-related illnesses. I mean, it's starting to, either it's mass hysteria, which is a big possibility, or it actually is poisonous. I'd say a 50-50 chance on whichever one's more likely. I don't think my character has studied in months. Not a single time. But I guess that's... Oh, great. Christmas. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I don't know. I think I'll probably end up getting Yukiko's date on Christmas Eve. I'm not sure right now, though. Which of the following considered the... Oh, great. I don't use Xmas anyway, so... judging by my grammar, I would think X apostrophe mus. Because that's not really two words. It's not a contraction at all. X dash mus, I think, is proper. Well, I don't know if it's proper, but apparently it is. I'm not that lazy, I'll say Christmas. But, yeah, the Christmas date, I think, I might be wrong on this, but I think it's whoever you got with first. So in this playthrough, that would be Yukiko. My very first playthrough, I think I actually got... I might have gotten Naoto. I don't remember. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, you get cake either way, I think. It's just different girls make different kinds of cake. In a different cutscene, of course, so we might end up getting Yukiko. I'm sorry about that. I mean, Yukiko's is fine and all. Some people out there probably prefer it. But like I said earlier, we are going to hang out with Yosuke today. Simply because I don't know when the next time we'll be able to, if ever is. So might as well get that done and over with. And it's one of my favorite Social Link events, I would say. It's one of it kind of rivals those jokes about how you see women usually talk feelings out and guys just go, yeah, good talk. You know, it's one of those. It doesn't make sense from either side unless you're a man. Then again, ladies, you are a complete mystery to us, so I feel it's only fair. And now since Yosuke's bearing his soul for the world to see, I suppose I shall shut up until the mushy stuff is over so you can indeed get involved in this. I didn't really know that. I kind of had a feeling, but I didn't know that. Yosuke hit it rather better than Junpei did in 3.
I want you to hit me.
And the music just went into combat. All right. I want you to hit me. Oh, great. I've never been in this situation because I try to avoid fights, generally speaking, but I can kind of see the logic in this in a kind of immature kind of way, but still manly way. Hitting you won't do that, or then let's get equal. I think what let's get equal means essentially let's just actually fight each other, not just me punch you. So, yeah, let's get equal then.
Huh?
Yeah, I thought that's what that meant. Because instead of I'll get equal, it's let's get equal, I think was the differentiating phrasing there. I just made up a phrase, I'm pretty sure. Made up a word, differentiating.
Okay. Here I come. Take your best shot.
I think we all know who's going to win this fight, considering I'm level, what, 60, 70, and Yosuke's, what, 15, 20 at most? That's right, it's a draw because of plot armor for Yosuke.
You can have this.
I guess I can see some form of communication being through punching, letting loose of all the feelings of anger, jealousy, just get out of you in a, I don't think I'd call that a constructive way, but I mean, that'll do it. If anything, I'd say she's probably shaking her head at two men just fighting. Just to do it. But like I said, I can kind of see the appeal to it. I've never done it because people don't ever want to fight me for a reason, but that's fine by me, because I don't want to fight them either. I'm a pacifist, unless you really, really piss me off. Which is yet to ever happen, hopefully never will. Anyway, that is going to unlock Yosuke's next, I think it was Susanoo or something like that. I don't really like the way it looks. I like his first form persona a lot better. Just because it has that hula hoop from Soul Calibur, what's her name? And the hair is just ridiculous. But if you like that kinda look, good for you. Just not mine. Yeah, this is the power that you'll never ever use. Because I'll never use you unless someone unless someone really wants me to use Yosuke, and then I will do my darndest to try and train him back up. That'll be a task right there, but I'll do it if anybody wants me to. It won't be quick, but eventually he will get up there. Or Teddy, or Kanji, whoever people want me to use. I just use my preferred group because that's who I usually beat the game with. It's certainly not the most efficient group for the in-game boss fights, that much I can tell you, considering one of the members is instant death oriented, and needless to say, the final bosses do not cower to instant death attack. I think my ideal final boss makeup team would be the main character, obviously, then Kanji, Yukiko, and Chie. I mean, Yukiko...
You really are something.
It usually ends up having to block a lot during the final boss fight, but I'll get into that when we actually get there. I'm sorry for wasting as much time on that topic as I did. But like I said, I just get off on tangents. I just run with it. I don't try and stick to it. I don't have a plan when I do these. Some people have asked me, how do you know, what personality are you going with up there? It's just me, folks. Just whatever comes top of my head. That's the way I like Let's Playing, and that's the way I shall continue to. So anyway, guys, if you liked the video, you may wish to like and or subscribe, and hopefully I shall see you guys next time. Goodbye, everyone.